But still that wasn't satisfactory. Before you come down, I would like a coconut jelly. Madam, I'm ready to go. Why you wouldn't leave me alone? You free to go, Mr. Poster. But when you bring me the one,
I telling you, boy, vintage boy. One coming up from the pros cargo. The team are gonna stay tuned for that coming up right now.
Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First, on the local scene. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Fire Department was alerted and responded to a house fire in Fountain on Tuesday, November 1st, 2022, at about 1:30 a.m. On arrival, it was observed that a 40 by 52-story wall and board house owned by Jocelyn Phillips of England and occupied by Nadia Brown and her 6-year-old son was ablaze. The firefighters accessed the scene and made concerted efforts to bring the fire under control. However, the house and its contents were destroyed. The cause of the fire is still unknown at the moment. Preliminary reports indicate that Miss Brown was awakened by a loud explosion and observed the refrigerator on fire. Investigations continue. Managing Director of the Republic Bank EC Limited, Michelle Palmer Kiza, and Joseph Burns Bunady, General Secretary of the Commercial, Technical and Allied Workers Union, CTAWU, have announced the settlement of negotiations for a new collective agreement between Republic Bank EC Limited and the union. The new agreement between the parties represents the outcome of negotiations that commenced on December 9, 2021, and covers a 3-year period with effect from February 1st, 2021 to January 31st, 2024. From February 1st, 2021 to January 31st, 2023, instead of an increment adjustment, a one-time lump sum will be paid to each member of the bargaining unit. For the period February 1st, 2023 to January 31st, 2024, a base salary adjustment of 1.5% will also apply. The formal signing of the new collective agreement will take place in coming weeks. Still on the local scene, Minister of Health, Honorable St. Clair Prince, joined other health officials from around the world, including public health experts from universities and other international organizations, for a global health and welfare forum currently taking place in Taiwan. The forum will look at lessons learned with regards to the COVID-19 pandemic, how countries can respond to other health challenges, including those related to climate change, natural disasters, as well as new and re-emerging diseases. The 4-day conference will also discuss the threat of chronic non-communicable diseases, NCDs, and how health systems can respond. In the region, Trinidad and Tobago's government has received US $5.84 million from the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility, CCRIF, following the heavy rainfall that occurred in the Twin Island Republic earlier this month. Between October 5th and 8th, 2022, rainfall caused widespread damage to properties in eastern Trinidad, affecting various areas. The heavy rains led to the death of Theresa Lynch, 41, a farmer who lost her life when she was swept away by floodwaters in her village of La Pastora. TNT's Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government reported a total of 75 incidents of flooding. More on the regional scene, with the commissioning of a multi-million-dollar dialysis center at the Study Public Hospital, residents of Region 2 who are facing kidney problems will no longer have to incur the financial burden of assessing dialysis services outside of the region. Guyana's Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony, during his remarks at a simple ceremony on Monday, said that the Ministry of Health is elated to have partnered with the 5G Dialysis Center to provide the much needed services to the region. According to Dr. Anthony, a doctor and two nurses have already been trained to use the equipment. More persons will be trained in this area, further boosting the region's capacity to deal with kidney patients. Dr. Anthony noted while the government, through his ministry, has been providing resources to help patients living with kidney issues, more will be done to educate persons on how to prevent kidney disease and how they can control their diabetes. And on the international scene, days after Russia suspended support for grain exports through the Black Sea, it has agreed with Turkey to restart its participation in the agreement. Russia accused Ukraine on Saturday of using a safety corridor for grain ships to attack its fleets in Crimea. However, the UN, Turkey, and Ukraine continued sending ships even after Russia halted its support for the deal. Now, Russia's defense ministry says Kiev has given written assurances not to use the route for military action. But Germany's foreign minister said it showed what the international community could achieve if it refused to be blackmailed by Russia. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.
Boy, that's where you getting crushed, you know? Your bricks real good, boy.
Now breaks alone good enough. My